Now it's time to present the most prestigious award of the evening, the IFTA Lifetime Achievement Award. And to present this award, we could only turn to the recipient's lifelong friend, foil and collaborator. The writer, director, and for a long time, one-man Irish film industry, Mr. Neil Jordan.
I wrote something, Stephen, okay? I first saw Stephen on stage in the Abbey Theatre in a play by Tom Murphy called The Blue Macushla. It was directed by Jim Sheridan. Where's Jim? Is he here? Okay. And it was heavily influenced by the noirish kinds of movies we all loved then. We wanted to make them too, but we had no idea how. But I remembered Stephen's performance, a strange kind of watchfulness about it, as if he was inside the drama and outside it at the same time. I didn't know at the time, but he was already a favourite of Sam Shepard, Samuel Beckett and Harold Pinter, and had actually been directed by each of them. I found myself in the odd position then of making a movie, Angel, and cast him in it. I discovered the reason he was welcomed by those theatrical geniuses. He was the ideal interpreter of a text. This particular text was a screenplay I'd written, and we both had our first experience of movie making together. He wore my coat, he played my saxophone, and carried my Uzi submachine gun. I'm only joking about that, I didn't have one then, okay. I went on to make a film called The Company of Wolves, and had the pleasure of turning him into a wolf and back into a human again, of lopping his head off, and seeing it fall into a pail of milk and coming to the surface with a face I recognized. When I came to write The Crying Game, I shared early drafts of the script with him and saw him lauded from across the world, heralded, nominated for Oscars and BAFTAs and Golden Globes and all of that which lately has become so familiar. I thought he would capitalize on the fame and acclaim, and I kind of wished he would, but he didn't. He came back to Ireland and devoted himself to another group of writers with Field Day, Brian Friel, Seamus Healy, amongst others. So Hollywood's loss was Ireland's gain. Anyway, he's the ideal interpreter of any author's or auteur's work. When I came to make Interview with the Vampire, I wrote a whole series of scenes, playlets, for his character in rhyming couplets. I can't imagine another actor who would even think of that as a possibility. So I built a Parisian bridge that turned upside down so he could dance inside it. Okay, you're going to see some of his work now, okay? Stephen Rea, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
You got 20 minutes, have you?
Who is it?
It's a surprise.
Mistakes I've made enough, but I ain't here to right my wrongs. Through brake lights, I gave you up. Been far away for far too long. If I don't try to save it tonight, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Stephen, congratulations on your Lifetime Award. This is really well deserved.
Congratulations, Stephen. No one deserved it more than you. All the work you've done, the brilliant, brilliant work.
Hi, Stevie. I wish I was there with you, watching you squirming in your seat with embarrassment while everyone's heaping love and adoration upon you. It's all very well deserved.
Cogordiachas Stefan. I always say that I've known Steve longer than I've known my own husband, because we joined the Abbey Theatre Company together, and you were great then, and you've been great ever since.
When we were doing Ballyturk, he had the coolest entrance, I think, in theatre history ever. The whole upstage back wall of the set just collapsed, and then Stephen stood there in a cool suit, all backlit, smoking a cigarette, and a mic flew in out of the sky, and then he sang a Chet Baker song every night and crushed it.
Whether you do theatre or TV or film, you're just one of a kind.
Stephen is one of the greatest tragicomic actors of our time. He is a one-off. His performances combine his profound sense of humanity and the pain and joy of living with his wry sense of humour, his never-failing eye for the follies of human frailty.
you've just been such an incredible man and inspiration for all of us forever. I don't think I can remember a time when I didn't know what your face looked like.
Steve, you're a wonder to work with and an inspiration to me.
From Crying Game onwards, we've watched you with bated breath.
Stephen, you're one of the greatest people and one of the finest actors that I know.
Stephen is just pure devilment. He's just got that like naughty twinkle in his eye. Whether you're in his company or you're working with him, you're just totally in the palm of his hands. A beautiful, poetic man.
Buffoon.
Stephen is a joy to work with.
Steve is very, very funny.
Compelling.
Sound Nordy genius.
First and foremost, you're a father. Your commitment and love towards Oscar and Danny is a thing of beauty. And you're fearless, both as a person, as an activist, and as an actor.
You're a true artist, and I love you to bits.
Lots of love and many thanks for all your performances.
I feel lucky to know you and love you and be inspired by you. So congrats, and I can't think of anybody more deserving of this award tonight.
Nice to say so, but I'm just a simple Irish country boy who loves his work.
Stephen. Stephen Rea.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. This is a most prestigious award. If it had happened a little later, it could have been a posthumous award. I need to thank everyone who has contributed to my having received it. The great John Borman, who we heard there, who invested a new sense of purpose and professionalism into Irish film production. Yeah. And he was about to produce a film written by Neil Jordan. Neil handed me the script for Angel, a staggering debut for him, and also, as he said, my own first film. I shared the screen with some really great actors, Mary Keane, Donal McCann, Ray McAnally, and the beautiful Honor Heffernan, with whom I had several beautiful love scenes. Then there was The Company of Wolves, produced by Stephen Woolley. Then, of course, came The Crying Game, which changed everything, especially the love scenes. Upstaged by a schlong. And in the 90s, because of the efforts of Michael D. O'Higgins, inspired cultural minister, we all worked in films that wouldn't have happened previously if it hadn't been for him. Michael Collins, This Is My Father, a rake of Quinns, Aidan, Declan, Marion, and the lovely Paul. And I just want to say I found the other day Michael D's campaign poster for being Uchteron, and he said he wanted a real republic, the creative society, inclusive citizenship, Ireland in the world. Is it any better than that? Michael D. And around this time, I was working with Redmond Morris, and my good friend Thaddeus O'Sullivan was making films, some of which I would eventually appear in. So thank you, Sully. Bully fair. And then there is the wonderful Hugo Blick. Unique imagination. 3 superb television series that I was in. Great actors, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Chasky Spencer, Emily Blunt. Fantastic director and writer. I also want to say, there's the guy who runs UNICEF here, Peter Power, is here with his wife, Lorraine. I am an ambassador for UNICEF. We went to Somalia last year, which is suffering desperately badly from climate change. Not that they've created, but that we've created for them. So I just want to say that, because in case you ever get a chance to slip some money or do something for UNICEF, do it. IFTA have done incredible work, incredible support for the Irish film industry. Anya Moriarty, huge warmth, intelligence, passion for the cinema. I need to thank her more than anyone for this award. And I just want to mention off the cuff 3 people that work. You know, we have these wonderful, wonderful crews in this country. It's a joy to go to work with them. I'll just mention 3 of them. Louis Conroy, Bernie Dooley, Eileen Buggy, just great welcoming presence. And I'd like to thank Danny and Oscar, my 2 sons. They are truly brilliant men, brave, really courageous, intelligent, pain in the ass. And you know, when I was an actor, a young actor, anyone thinks it's the most important thing in their lives, and it is. But when you have some children, you realize it's not. They're the most important thing. You're the most important thing in my life, boys. And okay, I'm nearly done. Let me finish by quoting the truly great dancer Martha Graham's advice to a younger dancer who felt very little sense of satisfaction in her work. She said to her, "You will never be satisfied. There's only a queer divine dissatisfaction, a blessed unrest that keeps us marching and more alive than others. Nevertheless, tonight, my friends, I feel profoundly satisfied and hugely grateful to you all for your immense kindness, generosity, and the community of friendship that is unique to this industry. Thank you."